working man, got a hammer in my hand. Hey, I'm a working man. Hey, I'm a working man, got a hammer in my hand. Hey, I'm a working man. They call me the rot doctor, top-rated leak stopper, Mr. Woodworking Master, Golden Glove Carpentry Boxer, Demolition pick out my posture. What I can fix might just shock ya. I come to clean up your disaster. Hammer and flat bar, pop out your rots, then patch it up with some ice and water. Hey, I'm a working man, got a hammer in my hand. Hey, I'm a working man. Hey, I'm a working man, got a hammer in my hand. Hey, I'm a working man. We come from the island, around here it ain't no highland. We're rolling tight with Poseidon in the salt water. With no money you gotta barter, so come take a tip from the master. Hey, I'm a working man, got a hammer in my hand. Hey, I'm a working man. The ocean is so misty, around here you must be tricksy. My working those years like 40 or 50. Si no me crees pues ven aquí, mi flow es spicy, tengo el ají. En esta profesión yo nací, 40 años aquí yo cumplí. Tomo café negro sin leche, toma una taza que aproveche. Yo también tengo el piquete, no me importe no ni sus cuentes. Soy el carpintero maestro, si está roto lo arreglo. Tú estás equivocado, completamente desconectado. Yo con un clavo y mi martillo aguanto el viento y también el hielo. Trabajo muy duro, yo no te miento, estoy trabajando por mi futuro. Hey, I'm a working man, got a hammer in my hand. Hey, I'm a working man. Give your house a facelift like King of Wong. Outside in winter, only the strong. Pick up your hammer and swing fast your arm. A lion on the outside, but inside he's calm. Hey, I'm a working man, got a hammer in my hand. Hey, I'm a working man. Shingling in the winter, only the strong. Come to this life for just a short while. Hey, I'm a working man, got a hammer in my hand. Hey, I'm a working man. Shingling in a torrential downpour. Oh, only Wong did so much more. Hey, where's he gonna go? Up to the Milky Road Highway. Yeah, I'm a working man, got a hammer in my hand. Yeah, I'm a working man. Yeah, I'm a working man, got a hammer in my hand. Yeah, I'm a working man. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you to Kob and Justice and the family for inviting us to speak today. Today we gather not only to celebrate the life of someone deeply loved, but to honor a man that was truly a gift to us all. Wong was more than a friend. He was a teacher, a guide, and a quiet force of goodness in our lives. There was nothing he couldn't do. Whatever he took on, he approached with quiet confidence and grace, even making the most difficult tasks seem impossible. Or possible, sorry. Sorry, Wong. He had a gift, not just for doing things well, but for doing them with heart, humor, and genuine kindness. Everything he touched carried a bit of his spirit, and somehow he always made it better. I met Wong several years ago, and over time he became a steady presence in my life, the one person I could always rely on for meaningful conversations, friendship, wisdom, and support, and a true friend that was dearly loved. One of my most cherished memories of Wong, among so many, is the garden he created for me. He knew that my garden was my sanctuary, a source of peace and a joy, and a gathering place for all the deer in Nantucket. A space for me to grow my flowers, vegetables, and herbs. It had a French door entrance, a deer-proof siding, and raised beds. It was a gift beyond words, beyond expectations. Today, that space holds even deeper meaning. It's filled with spirit and stands as a constant reminder of the goodness he brought into our lives. Wong was part of our family. He created lasting memories with us, sharing joyful moments with my children and grandchildren. Those times were filled with laughter, warmth, and a sense of togetherness that we will cherish forever. Some people are brought into our lives for a reason. They arrive not by chance, but with purpose, bringing something we need to learn, something we need to feel, something we need to become. Wong was that person for me and my family. Through his actions, his heart, and his way of being, he taught us what it means to live with compassion, to give without exception, and to love with limits. He gave generously of his time, his energy, his spirit. Wong was the kind of person who would quietly show up when you needed him most, without being asked and without seeking recognition. His kindness was effortless. His empathy was instinctive. He consistently put others first, living a life of service, kindness, and deep, unwavering generosity. And he did it all with humility, never seeking praise, only wanting to make things better for everyone else. His good deeds were many, but what made them extraordinary was the spirit behind them. He gave because he cared because he loved, and he loved because that's who he was. Losing him so suddenly has left a space in our hearts that cannot be filled. But in that space, we find the lessons he left us, and we hold tightly to the memories we carry. We will remember what he taught us, and in his honor, we will strive to pay those lessons forward. Compassion matters. Giving is powerful. Putting others first is a strength. And the most meaningful legacy is one built on kindness.
Just by looking out here, as you can see how many hearts and people that Wong's touched in his life, and it's exciting to see everybody here, and I'm sure we all miss him. I just wanted to start out with a couple things about when we first met him. He was at the Mass General with meningitis for a while. And then when he got out of the hospital, we brought him into our house for a year, and my wife mended him back to health and took care of him for a year. And then he went on working, and I don't know, me and him did a lot of adventures together. A little crazy, went the Wong way a couple times. But he's the only one I ever seen stand up on the front of the gunnels of a canoe with a net in his hand while I rode in the back and threw crabs into a bucket. And that was pretty fun. And the lobstering days, going out trying to find lobster traps in the fog, because he said, oh, well, we're on Nantucket now, we've been here a long time, we can do this. No, we couldn't do it. And then, I don't know, we went out, we used to scuba dive together and do all kinds of stuff together. There was a couple of incidents there. And he came up to New Hampshire when I was working on my house. He brought his whole crew up, and we were staying at a guest house, and I told the guy at the guest house, I have some Chinese buddies coming up with me, and we're gonna use the kitchen, and we're gonna cook for everybody. So they whipped up a whole storm there, stunk the whole place up, and it was beautiful. The people loved it. I got a discount on the rooms for the rest of the time, and You know, it was just, he was a great guy. He touched our lives, did a lot for me. He'd do anything for anybody, and he loved anyone. If you needed lobsters, you could pull him over on the side of the street. He had a cooler full in the back of his truck, or scallops. You know, if anyone asked him to help him, he'd help him. I don't really want to stay up here too long because I brought notes. I didn't even read them. I got them in my pocket. I didn't even use them. But I just want to say everybody here and me and my family we're going to miss him. And the island lost a good guy. Thank you.
Christy and I would like to share just a few of our favorite family memories of Wong. We had the pleasure of meeting Wong and getting to know him through my mom over the last few years, and every time we would come to Nantucket, he would just make us laugh and bring so much joy. He would show up to my mom's house with small gifts, including honey, coolers of ice, fresh fish, lobster, random bird houses, drones, random birds, drones, and other just really funny gadgets that would make us laugh. He built birdhouses with my brother. He cooked us amazing meals, from Thai dinners that could feed an army to raw bars that you could only properly experience with a man originally from Thailand. He taught us how to dig for clams. He took us out on his boats, tubing to see the seals, to Tuckernuck, and to places around the island we would have never had the opportunity to visit. Most recently, though, was a favorite memory for us from this past summer when he took us on what he called a Jurassic Park tour of Hummock Pond and included a complete playlist and soundtrack during our journey.
Oh, close to the microphone, okay. As my sister said, we don't live on the island, but we did have the pleasure of getting to know Wong over the years, every time we would come visit my mom. My husband, myself, and my 3 kids were very close to him and loved him very much. I'm gonna talk a little bit about my mom's garden because it was very special. It is very special to her. To me, this garden that Wong built my mom is really a metaphor for Wong. Gardens reveal to us the beauty, charm, and simplicity of nature, teaching us the benefits of slowing down, inspiring us to reflect, learn, and listen to what the world has to offer us. I believe this alone is what Wong taught us to do. Time spent with Wong was about slowing down and reflecting, and more importantly, learning and listening to what he was offering. Like a garden, Wong brought us peace and tranquility, a source of calming energy. Sorry, Maggie. Wong provided a sense of peace knowing he was a dear friend to my mom, peace knowing that he cared and would be there to support her at any moment if she needed him. Like in a garden, Wong also demonstrated how attention and effort, intention and care can cultivate fruitfulness. Wong cultivated relationships not only with us, but with so many, because he cared for people. He was present when they needed him, he listened, he understood, and he thoughtfully responded. He was reliable and trustworthy. He was generous and selfless. He was caring, and above all, he was kind. Wong would regularly send my family uplifting quotes and videos with positive messages, pictures of beautiful sunsets, and snapshots of nature from all around the island to help us reflect and remember every day what matters most in life. While I don't know much about Wong's younger life, I know his path was to bring him here to Nantucket and to come into all of our lives for a reason. His hardworking nature and years as an islander helped him understand abundance, and due to that perspective, he always expressed his gratitude. He respected the power of nature and the beauty around him, especially here on this magical island of Nantucket. His smile was infectious, his outlook was positive, and he provided a good source of energy in every situation. Like the lessons that lie within the garden Wong built for my mom, I will be forever grateful for the lessons we learned from him.
So, in closing, we have a saying in our family now, and that is, be a Wong. It means to live with heart, to show up for others, to give freely, and to love deeply. So today, as we say farewell, we also say thank you. Thank you, Wong, for showing us how to live with kindness and heart. Thank you for the light you brought into our lives. Thank you for helping us understand love more deeply, simply by the way you lived. You are missed, you are remembered, and you are and will always be loved. May you find peace, may you be free from suffering, may you rest in light and love. May we all be a Wong.
As Beth Ann said, my name is Emily Kyomitmaitee, and I am Wong's niece. On behalf of our family, I just want to thank you all for being here to celebrate my uncle's life with us today. And what a very big life it was. I have always had some idea that my uncle was a well-known and successful man around Nantucket with friends and business involvements galore. It was evident that he knew a lot of people just driving through town with him. He was always waving and saluting and slow rolling through busy intersections to greet all the friends he saw along the way. But the outpouring of love for him and the sadness this month, it's been really incredible. I'm so lucky that he was my uncle. When I was a little girl, I would get so excited when I knew that Uncle Wong was coming to visit. He was my favorite uncle because he always paid attention to me and he brought me special gifts that I didn't know I even wanted, like Play-Doh flower making basket and all the Disney Christmas movies. Then, as an adult and after losing my mom, I realized the actual reason that he was my favorite uncle was because he had the biggest, most open heart, and I could rely on him whenever I needed to be uplifted by wise words or for whatever else I need only ask. He stepped in to be my protector and to always remind me that I was loved and never alone because he was my family and family was everything to him. His driven work ethic and responsibilities kept him moving, but he was never too busy to check in on me, and he was always inviting me to visit Nantucket, which was always an adventure. I'm sure that everyone here knows that my Uncle Wong was the ultimate host and tour guide on the island. He knew every hidden beach, every winding road, and all of the history that came with them. I loved to listen to all the stories he told driving around the island, but my favorite times that we spent together were out on the water on any of his boats. His happiest place and where I will remember him most relaxed with a fishing pole in the sun. My most favorite memory with my uncle was when we took the boat out to paddleboard at Cascada Pond with a couple of my friends that came to the island with me. There were 2 paddleboards for 4 of us. Uncle Wong and I tried to balance on one paddleboard and that was a total mess. So we ultimately took turns with one of us sitting on it while the other hung off the back kicking like a motor or pulled it by the leash. In the shallow parts where we couldn't paddleboard, we both walked, and a sharp shell cut my foot open. When Uncle Wong saw me bleeding, he immediately tried to stop it by putting pressure with his bare hands. He would do anything for his family, or for all the friends that he considered to be his family, or for anyone really. In addition to being a wonderful uncle, he was a devoted provider to my Auntie Kob, and a great, proud father to Justice, who he was really looking forward to watching take the next step forward in his education. He was also a source of strength for his sister and for all of my cousins. Knowing my uncle, it did not surprise me to find out that the sorrow at his loss reaches far beyond our family into the community of the island that he loved. Through his kindness, generosity, and warmth, he had a way of making everyone around him feel cared for. I have been told that some people on the island are calling my Uncle Wong a legend, and I cannot believe that an energy as great as his was can be gone. So although he is no longer here in person, I know he is still with us, that his spirit will always live on the island that he loved, in the hearts of all of you who were lucky enough to have known him, and in every act of kindness we carry forward in his memory. My family and I are deeply appreciative of all the love and support that has been expressed during this difficult time. Thank you so much to Beth Ann and Susan for all the planning that you did to make this day happen.
Hi, I'm Steve. Can you hear me? Okay. This will be very short because I'm very nervous. I'm a terrible public speaker, but I couldn't let this moment go by without saying something about Wong. We met a long time ago. He shingled a lot of houses for me. And there was just, the first day I met him, I knew there was something special about him. As years went on, I stopped building and I started a new business, a screen and glass repair business. Wong used to bring me screens and glass, not from his house, but from other people's houses. He was helping them out. What I didn't realize was that the shingles were going to be a form of currency, because that's how he used to pay me, with shingles. The one thing that makes Wong so special in my life, I think back, I've been here a long time and I know a lot of people, and he is the only person that I can say this about, that I never heard him say a bad word about anybody, and I've never heard anyone say a bad word about him. To me, that doesn't happen very often. You know, he's a very special guy. He's going to leave a void in a lot of our hearts. But I consider myself very lucky to be able to stand up here and say that he was my friend. I love you, Wong.
It took a lot of courage for Kob to write last night late. Thank goodness for Google Translator, I love it. And I only had to do very minor editing to try to convey what Kob wants you all to know today. So here we go. I'm not gonna look at anybody because I'll lose it, so I'm just gonna read it, okay? Here we go. My name is Kob. I met Wong almost 30 years ago now. We started off as friends. Wong was a lovely friend who always cared about us in Thailand. Then one day, when Wong was visiting Thailand, we met again, and this time we fell in love, and I came with him to Nantucket. It has been 19 years now together with Wong on Nantucket, and most of that time I have been at home to raise our son Justice. My entire world was just Wong, and on the day he died, I couldn't do anything. I didn't know how to talk to the police or how the process here works. I didn't know anything. But Wong used to say that if anything goes wrong, call Mike Wilson. So that was the only thing I could think of. So I called and left him a message that must have been incoherent, because when I said it, I was crying so much. So it was very lucky that the policemen on duty knew Wong. They gave me advice and what I asked for and tried to help. When Wong's friends found out, they came to express their condolences. Everyone, from the hospital, the bank, the Stop and Shop, the gas station, the town, everyone knew Wong. Wong. Many times he said he was tired. I told him to stop, take a break, slow down. But he told me he couldn't stop. He was worried about everyone, especially our son Justice, his heart. I know he loves him very much. Even though he doesn't show it as much, he keeps telling him to be strong, don't cry for anyone, don't worry. Wong, I'll take care of Justice to the best of my ability. I'll be both a mother and a father to Justice. From now on, you can rest. Don't worry about anything else. Sleep well, honey. I would like to thank everyone who loves Wong and has offered that love and help to me and Justice. I would like to thank everyone who made today's event so successful. Thank you. Beth Ann, who gave ideas for organizing and coordinating and many things. Susan Warner, who coordinated all of the food in this facility. Thank you for all of the food from the Thai House, Siam To Go, the Trading Post, Richie Travioni, or Mr. T, and Sidney Fee from Henry Jr.'s. Thank you to the backup team, Sam and Pat from Lucky Express, Goy, Bob, Kim, Goy, Kwan, Joe Tai, Keng Job Chiang, Mai, and all the Thai people on Nantucket. I'm sorry for not being able to mention all the names, including all of the people in Bangkok that we're recording for right now, who helped decorate Wong's picture there. In addition to today's work, I also received help from many of you who made me realize I was not alone. Thank you, Mike Wilson, the lawyer, for allowing me to call anytime. Thank you, Nantucket Marine, for helping to manage Wong's boat. Thank you, Gray Lady Insurance. And thank you, John Skinner, for telling me that, quote, I don't have money to help you, but here's my contact number to call me if you ever need anything. That's the help I need. Thank you, everyone. Kob and Justice.
you.